WorldNewsTrust.com is a news site that is trying to define the new mainstream. Their founder, Francis Goodwin, is a veteran journalist who set out on his own a few years ago and has slowly carved out a niche. What does the site do? It tells the truth and provides a place for intelligent columnists to talk about what's really happening in America. It's a good site with people who care about what's going on in America and the world. It's a great site with many loyal writers, including Ramsey Barraud, Harvey Wasserman, Mickey Z. There are too many to list them all. Some content is published on World News Trust first, some is published elsewhere and copied to World News Trust. We also welcome back World News Trust, who continue to support our show and host our website. Visit World News Trust for a dose of news with enlightened and informed opinion. It's not like Fox or CNN or the New York Times. It's World News Trust, defining the new mainstream in online journalism. Visit them today and tell them the New American Dream radio show sent you. WorldNewsTrust.com. And now, coming to you live from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Duluth, Minnesota, Dreaming the New American Dream with your hosts Chuck Gregory and Mike Pellichek.
Welcome to the New American Dream radio show for May 31. This week started with something called Memorial Day. It's supposed to be a time of giving thanks for all the soldiers and all the wars that fought to keep our country free. You know, there was a time I thought that the USA actually was free, but we're not. We may never have been as free as we thought, but I'm pretty sure the government control was not so overt back when I was growing up. Our friend Julius Awafong has joined us several times from Cameroon. Some people have been asking me, where is Cameroon? So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Cameroon is a country in Africa. It's bordered by Nigeria to the west, Chad to the northeast, Central African Republic to the east, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, and the Republic of the Congo to the south. Most of those probably had different names when we were growing up, so you may not really have a good idea where it really is. I will tell you, it's got a coast. It's on the Atlantic. Cameroon has been called Africa in miniature because of its geological and cultural diversity. And I, for one, would like to visit it someday. Tonight, Julius has prepared something a little different for us.
Hello, Chuck. Hello, Mike. Thank you for having me once more on the show. This time around, I've brought somebody else on the show. His name is Sky Nelson. Sky Nelson is an artist, a musician. He sings mostly about societal dysfunctioning and tries to fix things in our society of Cameroon. So I've brought him to tell us about his music, about himself, and what he wants people to know and what his music is geared towards. I would like you to ask your questions directly to him so that he will tell to the American public and to the world about himself and what he's out for.
Thank you too, Julius. It's our pleasure having a musician from Cameroon, and a nice change. Sky Nelson, thank you for accepting our invitation. Please tell us about yourself.
My name is Sky Nelson, a Cameroonian artist. I do African music, precise culture, and reggae. And I try to preach about the things that are going on in the society which are not positive for human. Most of my songs deal with it's human right. I sing more of human right.
Why are you called Sky?
My real names are Nelson Jila. And I bear the name Sky because I thought it was that there are a lot of problems that we cannot solve it. You see, doctors, philosophers, they've tried to do everything possible, but they are unable to solve these problems. So I thought it was that if we can look up to the sky, our problem can be solved. So I feel like sky is my limit. And you know, Joe, it could also be your limit.
I understand you have a song, Child Trafficking, that you're going to play for us.
This song is dedicated to the street children. By Sky Nelson.
Another version.
Yes. The street children are crying, they need some love from you and I. Do you know, cause I know we've got a right to save the children every day and night. On the street, they need a hut, they need a food, shelter, clothing and medication. Cause I know you can do it, and you know you can do it. Save the children on the street. Oh, just save the children. Have you ever tried to know what is going out there? Have you ever tried to save a child on the street? Have you ever tried to know what is going out there? Have you ever tried to save a child on the street? Child trafficking, it is a disguise. Slavery you are bringing back. Child trafficking, another disguise. Slavery you are bringing back. Child trafficking, it is a new style. You are trading in our children. Child trafficking, another way we make our children work like slaves.
You know, my songs are mostly about human rights, as I said. And I started music 2002 when I witnessed the genocide in Du. This was my source of inspiration because I was an eyewitness. And coming to child trafficking, it's something that is really going on, and we see it day to day. Every day, if you look around, especially now in Cameroon, you go to cities, in urban areas, you will discover that most of the children are being trafficked. Area to the urban area or villages to the city.
What inspired you to be an artist, and what do you want your music to do to help society?
Sure, you know that in African society today, there are many social ills, corruption, child trafficking, drug abuse, immorality, and so on and so on. So I have understood that music speaks to the soul of everybody, and I have decided to sensitize people and my fellow countrymen on these social ills through music. We know that apartheid in South Africa was brought to an end through musicians like Lucky Dube and Miriam Makeba, and many more. Why not Bob Marley, who stopped racial segregation in the United States of America? Today, Sky Nelson has decided to follow this trend to fight against social ills, pledging my society and the world at large.
I wonder why so much pain and grief fill my heart each time I think about why my people live in disharmony. Can someone bring back the peace of yesterday, when we used to be each other's keeper, when we used to live in harmony? Today we see hate and confusion between Jeff Watts, Jeff Young, Jeff Down. I say yella,
Oh, yella,
yella, yella, papa,
yella, you should be in Tom the Young Canny.
yella, ma.
Online, see, do, see, chuabia. In a long beer, oh, you
Tell us about your song Ba Mba.
Famba in Limbum, which is my home language, is literally translated in English as to work money. Jokes, you know, human rights call for gender equality in education. African parents have understood this and have decided to work more money in order to educate their girl children, which is a sort of investment, with the hope that in their old age, these children will cater for them. This is not always the case, as most of those girls get unwanted pregnancy, which sort of terminating or put an end to their education, and as such has discouraged most parents in sending their girls to school. So this song Famba is out to call on these girls to understand the pain their parents go through, to educate them, and so they should take education more seriously, which is a gateway to develop Africa.
Sky, do you have a sponsor yet?
Not yet. I am struggling on my own, but hoping to have some serious sponsor someday. Thank you.
Well, we wish you luck with that. Is there anything you'd like to add in closing?
Thank you so much for this opportunity to appear on your show. I invite your listeners to know more about me and some of my songs on the YouTube and my Facebook page. Presently, I'm working on a new album which is about strikes and bad governance in Africa. I am waiting forward for your next invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, Sky, and good night.
What does it mean to be free?